Hey, this is Anthony with RevZilla. Watch, decide, and ride. Welcome to our detailed breakdown of the new Dainese Assen Leather Jacket, available at RevZilla.com. This is the Asen, new for fall of 16. Somebody please get me a thank you card. I will write it personally and send it to Dainese in Italy. This is your classic Dainese $500 sport leather jacket. It has the bells and whistles you want. It has the branding that punches you in the neck, but it doesn't go over and above itself. It's not trying to be tricky. There's no overt Italian sexy fashion-y cool. This is your classic Dainese Devil, your Speed Demon logo. Classic Dainese branding on a full-grain 1.0 mil grade cowhide jacket with localized perforation, composite armor that looks great, that has a sport fit. That's really all you need to know. This for Dainese is going to capture so many guys out there that want a great Dainese jacket, that love the brand and what it's done for the last 40 or 50 years, and ultimately say, I can't spend $600, $700, $800 on a jacket. This is your entryway into that, and I'm a fan of the fact that they're making themselves more accessible. 5 to 8 years ago, they had a great jacket called Laguna Seca, and the Laguna Seca jacket was more of that classic sport box fit, classic Demon logo on the chest, minimal branding. Just punch you in the mouth and tell you you're fast. That's what this is. Now, 4 colors available. I've already talked to you a little bit about the fact that it's a sport fit, and there's a perfed and a non-perfed version. It is only 1.0 mil grade cowhide, though. That means it's a little thinner, a little lighter. Great on the bike, off the bike, your classic sport riding jacket. If you want a more of a racing jacket, buy the racing jacket or the Veloster jacket, or go up the food chain. They become much more technical. But for this guy, this is going to be your great meat and potatoes, rock solid option from Dainese, classic logos and branding. 4 colors. This is the black, white fluoro. There's a black, white, white. There's a handful of other colors, a high vis as well. Remember, high vis Brian and all his manly brawn standing next to me. 6 foot, 195, 42-inch chest, wearing a size 52. It's going to be a classic fit from Dainese, not overly race, not overly baggy. They don't do baggy. They're Italians and they care that things look nice, but what they do here is they give you a little bit more room to work with. So again, not overly aggressive. You still have your stretch panels starting all the way at the collarbone, all the way down the inside of the wrist. And I will tell you this too, as it all works together, the localized perf, the stretch panels, the light adjustability down in the hips, again, you just have that nice scheme, that nice fit. So upright, off the bike, 3/4 position, or even the tuck, you're going to do well with it. I will tell you there are back stretch panels, but there's no stretch panels on the back side of the elbow. So again, if you're looking for that hardcore tuck, to get that level of comfort and technicality, you have to step up. Now, use the size chart, no surprises there. Again, it doesn't throw us the way that it's sized. We're going to ship for free over 39 bucks, and I love it if you click our logo, leave me your comments, your questions, your feedback about the new Dainese Assen Leather. Let us know what your questions are, but if you like it as much as we do, I'm a fan. Now, if we dive into it, I am going to nitpick it right out of the gates. I like co-injected shoulders. The racing has a co-injected shoulder. What does this jacket have? Is a brushed aluminum slider on top of composite armor. I actually don't think it throws off the line of this jacket. I think it's a clean and classic line, but that race suit style co-injected shoulder is something that for me personally, I like to spend that extra 50, 100 bucks to get. If we look at some of the other pieces here, you're gonna see it's classic styling with some of these stripes that don't get in the way, but they're nice accents of color that work their way in. When I say localized perf, that means that the perforation doesn't go all the way to the seam. It means it gives you that area between the seam and where the perf starts. It's done in a laser fashion. And what that does is if you take perforated panels and you move them all the way to where the seam stitching is, it weakens that connection point. So they keep it away from it, minimizing the holes at the connection point. If we look at it, this is the perf version. It's going to flow a ton of air. There's no pronounced vents on this jacket, just some basic hand warmer pockets. And we look at the sleeve here. Stretch panels are going to flow a little bit of air. There's no thermal liner on this jacket. And again, if we open up the snap, we open it like that, you're going to see that it is leather backed. You do have that gusset down there. That's going to be your entry and exit point at the sleeve. And notice his arm and the articulation there. Again, you do have some articulation, but it's not race articulation. If we look at the top here, finished nicely at the collar, you are going to have a mesh liner at the inside of that collar, so it's going to wick sweat away. You're not going to be chafing from that. And then up here along the outside, you're going to see that Dainese logo. And again, everything clean and classic. It's not overt logoing. In the sense that some other Euro manufacturers put 17 logos, but you do have a fair amount of Demons and you have a fair amount of Daineses, and that's okay. I think it works. Now, turn the face away from me. We look at the shoulder. We talked about the lack of co-injection. That's okay. That's a choice. CE-rated composite armor underneath that. You move down, you have localized perforation on the back side of the elbow, the back side of the arm there, your triceps, so airflow is going to come in and out. Elbow is going to be composite armor all the way down to your forearm. Again, nicely done. S1 stretch panels on the back. It's not an elasticated panel, but it will work with you. And remember, backside of the elbow doesn't have that. You have to invest at a higher level to get that level of technicality. I keep talking about that, but that's not what this jacket is for. This jacket is really that crossover mid-range piece. Looking down at the hip, 2 snaps, basic, nice pops of color, trim backwards from their HBB. One of the other things they've done is they've muted their reflective scheme, no longer on the elbow, no longer done in silver. It's now kind of matte gray, and they hide it. So if you're riding at night, you get hit with a headlight, it's going to show that you're there, but it's not overt, not overt in your face, not punch you in the face. Again, it doesn't take away from the clean lines of this jacket. Look at the back. No back protector comes stock. You're in a Wave G1, or you're looking at something like the Manus if you want to upgrade it, or you're looking at Pro Armor to upgrade to CE level 2. If we go down here to the seat, little bit of a drop seat, not a complete drop seat. Again, you can get away in the 3/4 sport riding position with this. You're not going to be as comfortable all day in the tuck just because it doesn't have some of those other creature comforts. Come back around to the front from there, Brizzle. If Brizzle opens it up, that's right, Brizzle. When you have a beard like that, we're calling you Brizzle. If you open it up, you're going to see the inside. You know, little details like the Italian flag, mesh liner. You do have a jacket to pant connection zip right here. If you're wearing a Dainese leather pant, you can absolutely do that 270-degree zip. And notice up here at the collar is going to have that fleecy mesh material. It's going to be a bit more comfortable. Open the other side for me there, Briz. If we open the other side, again, all you're seeing that's different is going to be a pocket, still mesh interior liner. You can zip it back up. Remember, from here you go to the Veloster, which is that big asymmetrical dealie. From there, though, really the next jacket, if you really dig this, check out the racing jacket from Dainese. That's going to be that more classic 2/2 leather, 1.3 mil grade cowhide. It's thicker, it's beefier, it's meant to get to the track. Top of a piece of a 2-piece race suit, and then it's the sky's the limit when you want to go technical after that. But all in, the next step in your journey is to click the info button, your desktop, your mobile device, visit the product detail page at RevZilla.com, go read other rider reviews. I helped you understand what it does, what it doesn't do, but you shouldn't just take my word for it. As always, we'll ship for free over $39. If you want to talk to a gear geek, see us at RevZilla.com or 877-792-9455. And lastly, don't forget, subscribe to us at RevZilla on our YouTube channel. We do this all the time. It's up to date with our opinion on the latest and greatest in the moto universe. Thanks for watching our detailed breakdown. I'm Anthony. We'll see you next time.